Hello, welcome to vlog number 20. I can't believe I'm making the 20th of these things. So we're gonna go back to where it started, sort of, and I'm planning on not making an album, but I'm gonna do a 2-song single. Hopefully, release it sometime this spring. And I figured I'd document it, like the Let's Make an Album single or series. We'll call it Let's Make a Single series. How do you like that? I don't know if it'll be a series though. It might just be this one really long vlog, kind of a 20th episode celebration. I don't think I've made 20 of anything in my life, so it's kind of exciting. So before COVID hit, like the world, or at least our country, Elsa and I had gotten together and recorded a little bit. So we have drums and guitar for 2 songs, and I've already actually sent those to Mike and gotten bass tracks. So we're well on our way to being probably about halfway done. I just need to overdub stuff. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do just like a 2-song release, because that was the first Red Pants release, was a 2-song sort of weird 4-track recording. So let me show you what I have going on. This is my notebook. I've made notes, got it all planned out. Let's see if you can see it. The 2 songs in question are Sudden Disaster and Color of the Room. Color of the Room, a lot of you probably know from recent demo that I put up on YouTube and stuff. Sudden Disaster, the music is super old. The music is super old, but it just kind of came back into, like, I don't know, into the realm of songs last fall, maybe. Elsa and I started jamming on it, and then I figured out a melody pretty quickly and put together the words pretty quickly. So yeah, she was pretty psyched about it, and usually if she's pretty psyched about it, then that makes me more excited about it, and so that's where we're at. Okay, so for this I'll be using my trusty MacBook Pro circa 2008, the M Audio Fast Track Ultra, going straight in. I have figured out, thanks to Mike from 424 for showing me the way of the preamp, using the tube preamp to really kind of boost the microphone is pretty nice. For the first song that I'm working on, Sudden Disaster, I'm going to do some acoustic guitar on it, and hopefully get a decent sound. I'm going to use the Audio Technica, pointing at the I think it's the 12th fret is usually what people point their microphones at. So the 2020 going in through the tube preamp and then into the interface, and then I have Logic Express from 2008-ish, 2009-ish or something, ready to go. Look at that beautiful thing loading up. Logic Express 8, glorious. Okay, I burned through 2 takes of acoustic guitar pretty quickly, and I think we're good. I'm going to try to move on to the vocals. So we got this bad boy here, and we're going to go into the preamp. Sometimes I like to go straight through the memory man to get the slapback delay, but I'm actually gonna, this one I don't feel like it needs a lot of delay, so I'm gonna use what is already in Logic. Do a little tape delay on it. Just needs a little something. I'm gonna give it a go. Got my words set up. Gotta be able to, I can never remember words, so I always have to have them handy. Anyway, here we go. Made too much coffee. Okay. 2 vocal tracks down, and then we're going to move on to a little bit of organ. Okay, organ's laid down, and I'm going to try to do like a little solo in the outro. I'm going to try to use my fuzz pedal. This may like end my recording session because the kids might just start screaming at me. I'll go through the setup for that in a minute. Let me try to see if I can get through this without them yelling at me. I mean, we can't just do 1 take. We got to do at least 2. I ended up going with the first take. It was totally the best take, and yeah, I don't know. I got really lucky. Okay, and I'll show you how I recorded that. Okay, let's go. Let's start at the amplifier, the orange amp, and I'm using the Sennheiser, I think it's E609, using the preamp into the box, and then for the pedal board right now, on that in particular, and I had the Bose on, and I had the Fuzz Factory on as well, and that was it. And then both the songs on this recording are primarily, I think, just the Bose run through the amplifier and mic'd with that microphone. I'm going to do some reevaluating, but that song might be done. Maybe some auxiliary percussion. I was thinking like hand claps, but I don't know. Those gets to be a lot if you start to add a lot with mixing, so might just keep it simple. Okay, bye. Okay, and we're back. We're gonna do some percussion after all. Gonna do some tambourine, and then but first we've got some lemon and orange shaker through the SM57 over there. I don't know if I got those okay. Should we just take a look at this output here? It is pretty in the red. It's crazy. Hi, welcome to day 2 of recording. We're going to move on to the color of the room next, and I'm going to start out with some organ. Camille is down here at the organ bench and she's doing a little painting, so I'm going to have to kick her off of that.
Dad, you're playing nothing. Dad, I can't hear anything. Dad, you're just playing nothing.
Okay, organ didn't take too long, so that's done, and I'm going to move on to vocals, and hopefully Camille is going to be super quiet.
Nope.
The setup, once again, is the Audio Technica, and then I am using the Memory Man here for the delay. Yeah, let's get started. This is called experimenting. Here we go. Ready? Okay, 90% done. I have plans to do a little tape loop at like the end section that gets kind of like experimental and like one chord and sort of floaty and weird. So I'm gonna have to do that at some point, but everything else I think is done. So I'm gonna be putting some hidden tracks with the download on Bandcamp. One is an acoustic version of We All Fall Down, and the other is going to be an organ version of Heartshade. So just to be extra pretentious, I'll call it Heartshade in the Morning, since this is like the third version of Heartshade. It's like an acoustic one, the electric one on the album, so they're all different times of day. So I'm going to start recording Heartshade now. Inside my heart, you'll always be. Even when you're not here with me. Hey, welcome to day 3. I'm thinking about turning this 2-song single into a full-on 5-song EP. I don't know, I feel kind of like I know I'm reusing a couple of songs from Distortion and Snow, but they're pretty different, and the recordings are going pretty well. So rather than just hide them, I just figured I might make them available. And then on top of that, I just like made up a new song last night that, I don't know, of course you like when you make up something new, you get really excited about it, and but it's pretty different from everything else that is on the EP. I guess it's now going to be an EP. But I think it's only like a minute and a half long, so I might as well, right? Just put it up there. Who cares? Okay, today, I'm gonna work on that new song. Need some drums for it. Also vocals for the new song. I need to figure out those. And you go na 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 like it was 1997 again. And you go. Hey guys, welcome to day 4 of Overdubs. Yesterday was pretty productive in the end. It didn't feel like it was being productive, but by the end of the day I felt good about it. Finished up what is now a new song called 1997, and I think it's done. I might do another pass on the vocals, but we'll see. Right now I'm getting on to recording some feedback though. Okay, a little fuzz guitar now. Day 6, maybe day 7. I don't know. I barely did anything yesterday since it was Easter. Just sort of took the day off. I tried to make a tape loop, but it didn't go well. I just had a lot of problems with like the tiny screws not wanting to unscrew out of older tapes and stuff, and maybe I need a new like tiny screwdriver. That might help. But eventually this morning I got one going. One take, done. Boom. Okay, it's been a very successful afternoon. Camille and I have been down here for a long time. Where is she? Sup. I just finished recording one more track of vocals, distorted vocals for Color of the... And I did that going through my rat pedal and my memory man for the little slapback, and it's pretty gnarly. So I think that song is done. I just need some mixing, and yeah, ended up making a possible sixth track, just like a little instrumental tape loop driven track that I think is pretty cool. I might put it on the end as a hidden gem type thing. Yeah, a gem. But I gotta stop making stuff. Otherwise, this is gonna turn into a full length album. Yep. Okay. Goodbye. Hey guys, how are you? I am fine. I am. Today's been a weird struggle day. I don't know why. I guess I kind of figured out that the new song titled 1997, like the tempo was off and like some of the playing was off, like the initial. I tracked bass first to a drum machine and then recorded everything over that. And I think that initial bass was actually kind of off tempo, so I kind of had to like scrap it and start over. And so I've been trying to do that all day, just like, and then I haven't been able to get like a very good drum sound compared to what it was on the original take. So I've just been, I don't know, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to work on the artwork. Whenever I was working on the mixes for it, I threw what I had into a playlist, and I called the playlist Sudden Color, because there's sudden disaster and the color of your room. And I immediately thought, oh, that would make a nice title if it were an EP. So that's what I'm going to call it. We've got this little gal down here playing piano. This guy's painting the mountain. And I'm going to try to make like a little blob to go on top of that. Let's see here. Pink would be nice. And, oh, what is this color? This color is nice. Let's try it. Okay, I'm still totally psyched. Like overall, things are like going pretty quickly and good. I don't know if this is that great or not. I don't know if that blue is going to work against that purple. Maybe I will try the pink. Okay. I guess that's going to dry. Hey, let's see, for you, it's been about 1 second. For me, it's been a few days. Mostly just been mixing, and I almost sort of not abandoned, but I almost gave over the mixing duties to Jonathan from Cherry Valley, and he mixed one of the songs, and I loved it. Last night, and then I woke up this morning and I sort of compared it to what I already had mixed myself and thought that I don't know. My mix is just like more like my style. So I kind of just was like, dude, thanks so much, and I feel like a jerk, but um, since he put all this work into it yesterday, I'm just gonna go with my mix, and yeah. So I think the EP is almost done. I'm just still waiting to see if some collaborators will be sending in some tracks, but with everything that's going on in the world, it's understandable if they're busy doing other things like surviving. So no hard feelings out there. Alright, so I'm laying down some synth stuff, which is not normally something I do, but I don't know, I'm trying to kind of add in some atmosphere to the couple of songs that I'm redoing. And so I pulled out my old groove box and trying to run it through some Earthquaker Devices pedals, and it's been a lot of fun. The groove box is one of the first instruments I ever bought, aside from crappy like Silvertone guitar and also a Tascam 414. I think it's one of the first few things that I bought and actually spent a good chunk of change on. So I'm very, very nostalgia feelings today playing it. I even went with a classic old sound, the noise pad. It was used in this track by a band that I was in a long time ago. So yeah, it made me feel very, very nostalgic. Okay, Sylvia's yelling at me, and I gotta go. Goodbye. Hello. I am speaking very quietly right now. My wife is upstairs and she's working. I have one tiny keyboard part to record, and then I think this thing is done. So let's get it done. Okay, we're done. The EP is mixed, I think. I keep tinkering with one of the songs, but I think it's done. If you've watched this far, this has been by far the longest vlog that I've ever done, and I've been editing as I've been going, so it's already at about 25-30 minutes. If you've made it this far, send me an email, or you can DM me on Instagram or something. My email is jasonelambeth@gmail. Send me an email, say I made it all the way to this point in the vlog. I'll send you a download code for the EP. Turned out to be the two songs that I initially started with Elsa and Mike. And I didn't go into the recording of the drums. If anybody's interested, we had a SM58 on the kick drum and a SM57 on the snare. And then I just used my Audio Technica for an overhead, sort of over the floor tom, pointing down towards the snare. And then I just EQ'd them a little bit. That's what I've done for all the drums that I've recorded with Elsa. And Mike did his own thing in New York, so you'll have to ask him how he recorded his bass. And then I'm pretty for sure I noted that my guitar was just a Sennheiser E609 on my orange amp, and I had my boost pedal, the Earthquaker Bose, going. And that also just got a little bit of EQ, and that's it. And so we got those two songs with those players. Then we move into the 2 songs that were alternate versions of songs from Distortion and Snow. We All Fall Down is an acoustic version with Guillaume on it, and also my friend Bobby from Oklahoma contributed some keyboards to it. Then we have Heartshade, keyboard version with vocal contributions from Guillaume and bass from Mike. Okay, so that knocks down 4. We got 1997, a new song that I recorded solo, and then also a little tape loop experimental instrumental thing at the end. And that closes out the EP. If you download it, there's going to be some bonus tracks. We got the Dim Lights demo from the Banders comp I threw on there. And my first take of 1997, which Mike thought was the better take, but it was just a little, I don't know, it was a little funky, so I didn't, that's why I ended up re-recording it. But he really preferred it, so I figured, well, I'll just share it, why not? And then another new song that I wrote and recorded during this whole process, called Skylight, and it's a sweet little keyboard ballad.
Hello, Dad. Hello.
You want to come up?
Hello.
Okay. And I think that's it. I think we're going to sign off.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this ridiculously long video.
Are you dated?
I hope you all are doing well. I hope you enjoy the new EP.
Yay.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later.